At the end of this lesson, you will be able to differentiate between the use of this and that, and differentiate between the use of those and these. You will be able to teach your students the correct use of this, that, and those, these. We use this and these as pronouns to talk about people or things near us. The difference is, this is used when there is only one person, animal or thing, while these indicates a plural noun. For example, this is an expensive lamp. These are my favorite shoes. We also use this to introduce people. This is Amal. These are my students, Amal and Zaid. We use these because we are talking about more than one student. Remember that we do not say these are Amal and Zaid. We would have to say this is Amal and this is Zaid. You cannot use these with names of people. We also use this to introduce ourselves over the phone. This and these are not always used for material things or people. We sometimes use this and these for things that are abstract or near to us in time. We can't see or touch fun, but we know Kiran means fun right now, so she uses this. The party is finished, so it is further to Kiran in time. Hence, Kiran says, that was fun. Let's find out more about using that and those. We use that and those to talk about people or things that are not near us. This, that, those, and these are all words that indicate whether the subject of a conversation is close to us or further away from us. We also use that to refer to something someone said or did. If you do not have pictures that show you whether something is close or far, you should read the sentence carefully for clues. Whenever the word here is used, we are going to use this or these depending on the number of things being referred to. Similarly, the words over there or there indicate distance and suggest the use of that or those. The best way to explain these words to your students is to get them up and moving around the class.
We use this to talk about something that is near us. This is my table. If we are far away from something, we will use that. That is my table. So what do we use if there is more than one thing we want to talk about and it is close to us? I have many pencils in my hand, so I will say, these are my pencils. Those are my pencils. Now let's practice. Who wants to be my helper? I will tell you where to stand and then point to something. And you have to say the full sentence. Amal, can you stand right next to the dustbin? Now if Amal has to tell me about the dustbin, what will she say?
This is a dustbin.
Zain, stand away from the dustbin. What will you say?
That is a dustbin.
Move things to different positions and ask students to make the sentence again. For example, take a bunch of pens and put them near a student. The student should say, "These are pens." Then put the pens away and ask the same student to make a sentence, and he should say, "Those are pens." You can use the same object and ask two different students, one who is near to the object and another who is further away from the object, to make sentences. Students near the object should use this or these, while further away will use that or those.
Involve students by asking them to move the objects around and ask their class fellows to make sentences.
Amal, can you make a sentence about the bag?
This is a bag.
No, you will use that because you are not near the bag.
That is a bag.
Now what will you say?
Those are bags.
Also demonstrate using this and that with people. Ask one student to stand next to you and another student to stand at a distance from you.
This is Amal. That is Zain.
This is my teacher. That is Zain.
Give your students the following clues. This and that are always used with is. These and those are always used with are. If we say something is over there, we mean it is far from us. We will use that or those in such sentences. When we read here in a sentence, it means the thing is close to us. So we will use this or these. Don't forget to give examples of sentences like this is Aisha, my sister, or that boy over there is Hamid. Play the drawing and guessing game with your students to practice the use of this, that, and these, those. Make a few cards with easy to draw nouns on them. Cat, apple, balls, bags, pencils, house, etc. Remember to have both singular and plural nouns. Make a stick drawing on the blackboard and then ask a student to come and pick out a card. Tell your students that if they draw something close to the figure, the rest of the class must make a sentence using this or these. If they draw something far away from the figure, the class has to make a sentence using that and those. It is up to the child who is drawing to decide if he or she wants to make it close or far from the stick figure.
Who will make a sentence? That is a nice house.
You can help students with the words and the drawings as needed.